What's up? It's Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Gigi Maguire.
I'm Stephanie Santiago.
I'm Mora.
And I'm DaniLeigh.
Hey, DaniLeigh, we've only ever had you on Lip Service on Zoom.
Right.
So now you're here in person.
I know.
You got the EP out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so we're ready to have a good time with you. And I like the fact that we're celebrating you. So cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Yes.
The reposado.
The reposado.
Mm-hmm.
On deck. Where's Valora? At home?
Yeah, she's home.
Okay, good.
I
So
miss
this
my
is
baby.
fine.
This is fine.
Okay.
I mean, my baby, you know, she good. She her mama turn up. She knows what's up.
Yes, I love that. Just had to make sure.
Yeah, no, she's great. She's good.
Now, look, we, of course, love your album because I think we all can relate to some of the topics on there. Yeah. And I was talking about good songs to get through a breakup. Because you know how there's those certain songs that you listen to and you going through it and you like, man.
Right.
So before you walked in here, I was like, what song do I listen to when I'm going through a breakup? And Stephanie, you had a good one.
Yeah. Oh, mine was Alanis Morissette. You ought to know. And I pulled up the lyrics and I was like, you know what? I'm going to save this for when we start recording because it's such a good lyric. She said, because the love that you gave that we made wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide.
Was that your singing or? I
And then I remembered. So it was half reading, half singing. I'm sorry. Okay.
That's good. We love it when half rhythm
reading. That's a bar though.
And Taylor Swift, I think she makes really good ones. Yeah. Like, we are never, ever, ever getting back together.
Yeah, that's a great one.
That was a good one, sir.
And Burn, I think, by Usher.
Yes,
That's like the ultimate, but that's like a really sad one.
It is.
Mine is Ariana Grande, Thank You Next.
Ooh, you know what's a good one? Chris Brown. It's never the right time to say goodbye.
I don't want to sing with you.
I would have to say my favorite breakup song is Irreplaceable.
Yes.
I was singing that too.
That is a breakup song.
That definitely is.
That's
everything you own. That's good if it's like your place and all of that.
Right.
And you like, take your shit and get out. You don't want to like leaving iron in a box to the left.
Who's leaving?
Right. But yeah, so I think those are some of the best songs. And I was saying, like, even with Toni Braxton, her album, and I think Amy Winehouse, she has some great breakup songs too.
Yes, she does.
Yes. But anyway, all that to say, yours is up there.
It is. Right. It is. It's all, sad songs, but then it gets a little happier at the end where I'm like more in my bag, But it definitely has them moments in there where you feel it. So.
And that is the one feeling we all have, like, wait till I get my due, for real, my next one. And then you got to see us out here having fun, dancing together.
Right, because we know we bad, like, you missing out, for real. But
like I said, that's why you have to have your reserves.
Ooh. You think every woman has reserves?
I mean, so, you guys had to guess Bugatti. He gonna kill me with this one. So maybe he kind of right a little.
Boo Logic?
Boo Logic.
He also feels like, though, that he can't have woman friends.
I choose not to.
You choose not to have platonic
And I can't say can't. And I respect the guys who do. But I don't know. I just, for me, I could, if you walk past a woman, you don't see her like, that's a good friend for me to have. You don't see no platonic, none of that.
Yeah. I feel like I have guy friends that wouldn't sleep with me.
You
That's
don't.
a lie.
You don't.
You don't.
You don't.
They lie.
You don't.
You really don't.
You don't.
No,
I think I do.
Yeah,
No, you
I
don't.
definitely feel like I do.
Because they're either
not true.
married or involved with somebody that I'm friends with, or
That's still, none of that
we
matters.
just don't see it.
Listen.
Or we
None
just
of
don't see
that
it for
matters.
each other
It's
that
fucked up
way.
that it's like that.
But we just don't see it for each
I'm
other
not
that
happy
way.
to sit and I'm never saying that on I'm just being honest with myself.
Okay, I'm gonna agree with you 10% because I'm not gonna lie. I do keep some friends on reserve that I'm interested in and I think they're cute. So, we gonna be cool, platonic friends. But as soon as my dude at the moment, if I had one, breaks up or do something crazy, instead of me sitting there crying and sobbing, I already got a chemistry with this guy. So I'm gonna talk to him to forget about him or to not think about him. That's the best way to get over somebody.
Plan.
God bless you. That sounds good. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I go through a breakup, I regret not keeping reserves.
Right.
Yeah.
It's that dick in
why
the
did I
glass. That's what they
curve
call it.
Yeah, exactly.
6 months ago.
My little Rolodex. Okay.
You just break this glass if you need it.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you, Gigi's like, no.
Well, no. It's just that it's hard to be friends and keep it on that friend level and then switch because then you would never go back to being friends again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like if you have that guy, there's always the dick in the glass, the emergency brake in case, right? But that's not somebody that I would have around as a homie because I want my homies to stay my homies.
Right.
If it's a situation where as though I might trip and slip on your dick, then we know that from the beginning. I'm not going to act like you just a homie and then I like you now. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am with it.
I have a couple that's that. I'm saying not all my male friends, but I do have one or two that have tried. I'm not getting a train ran on me when I break up. And I'm like, right now, of course, if I'm in a relationship, it's like, well, I'm in a relationship, so right now I can't. Yeah. You know, like maybe in the future, if something.
I feel like I don't even have friends when I'm in a relationship, guy friends.
Yeah, because you would have got it.
I feel like once I put somebody in the homie category, that's it. You're probably going to be there forever.
Yeah.
So you don't have guy friends when you're in a relationship?
I mean, it just depends. I really don't even have that much friends. I'm not even going to front. I feel like anybody that's around me is like working. Like I have certain people that are like longtime friends, but I barely feel like I see them sometimes because I live in a different place now. So I've kind of moved away from everybody. But also I just, I'm just always busy. So it's just like, I don't know.
So who do you talk to when you're like going through it?
I have, certain people. I got like my cousin that I'm really close with that I trust.
Family.
Yeah, just like, know, that one friend or something. But yeah.
Your cousin, like male or female? Like,
she's a female.
But do you have a guy that you can talk to that can give you a guy's perspective? Because you know what I'm saying?
Right. I do. My boy Jackson, he's like my brother. I talk to him. He's very wise.
Okay, see, you do have a
but we've never like.
No, it's a friend though. I'm not saying he's a
I know. Going back to what I was saying, you wouldn't want to mess up that friendship, and we all know that when you trip that line and you have sex, it's never the same again when it comes to friendship.
You don't have anybody you're cool with that you might have slept with before
that I'm still cool with.
That you're cool with, but maybe it never was.
I can't do it. Even exes, like I do not talk to none of my exes. I'm not cool with nobody.
I be trying to be cool with guys that I slept with. We like, but
they don't want to keep. It'll never be. Yeah,
it's like once you slip up and have sex.
After like one shot, they looking at me across
like
the
what
table.
we doing?
Like, no, bro.
Right.
I feel like I have a couple of friends who I slept with when I was younger.
Yeah.
That I like and never did it again after that.
Yeah.
And like with my exes, we're not friends, but we're okay. You know what I'm saying? Like if I see you,
there's no beef. If I see you, it's what's up.
It's just that you're so cool. You don't notice their twinkly eyes towards you. They probably never went away. Promise.
What if you were dating somebody and a guy tells you, as soon as he fuck up, I'm right here. Can you still be friends with him?
You know those.
Yeah,
somebody said that to me recently.
Yeah, that's there. We got the options.
Somebody definitely said that to me recently.
And then what'd you say?
Because I'm like, I'm so happy in my relationship, and they like, okay, so now I got to figure out how to take you away from him. And I'm like, I never said I wanted to leave.
Figure out how to make you unhappy.
I never said I wanted to leave. I'm happy where I'm at.
It's like I say, they always want you when you're in a relationship.
All right. So, DaniLeigh, we're going to do a little bit of fill in the blank with you.
Okay.
All right. So you just say the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay.
Okay.
The best part about sex with me is
my passion.
Yes.
So you're loud. You're experimental.
Yeah. I'm never gonna fake nothing. It's gonna be authentic and passionate. I like to make love. Like I'm a lover.
So you talk shit too?
Yeah, I talk shit.
Like what's talking shit?
You probably shit talking Spanish, huh?
No.
You don't?
Not really. No, not really. You know.
You speak fluent Spanish?
I do, here and there, but it's like, I feel like I almost got to be talking to Spanish people to really just start talking Spanish.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I speak English.
Yeah, I just
for the most part.
So what do you mean by talking shit? Like what?
Angie. Oh my God.
Big dick in me, daddy.
Just like what you want. Like, just, they like it when you speak. Like, they always want you to speak, I feel like.
You're not gonna give us nothing.
You want me to just be
express yourself in the moment.
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing you ever said? Give us one.
I don't know.
Anything you ever regretted? Like I just was saying that. I didn't need you to do it for real.
Did you ever say I love you during sex and didn't mean it?
I said I love you and didn't mean it.
Didn't mean it. Yeah.
She probably do love him. She all passionate.
Like after the fact, you love the sex at the moment, so you said I love you, but then after the fact, you like, damn, why?
Yeah, I think it's almost like I've said I love you and didn't almost feel it. Like, but I know I love the person, but it's like I just said it and it wasn't really like, when you have those I love you sex moments and it's very like touching.
You gotta say I got love for you instead.
Ooh.
I got love for you.
Imagine. I got love for you, baby.
I could love the dick and not love him.
Right.
That's what I meant.
That's what you say then, right? Because
I love this dick.
Yeah. See, that's the
yeah.
You
That's
put
it.
it there.
Definitely me.
You just talk about the dick. They love that. That's it.
That's a good response. If a guy says I love you, be like, I love this dick.
Yeah. This is my dick.
But sometimes you say some shit you don't.
And
What? I love this dick.
Yeah.
That what?
I love this dick. I think that's one of my go-tos.
Right. Or like, whose dick is this?
Whose dick is this? What if he's like,
We got one.
You better say yours.
I've been so into it and the sex has been so good. And it's been one of those sex where it's like, you know, when you tipsy and the vibe is just right, you've been having chemistry for that person. And one thing I regret was, oh, daddy, okay, yeah, go ahead, put it in my ass. And the moment he went there, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I already let's not do that.
Yeah.
I'm just talking shit.
I was like, I was kidding.
The moment he tried to go there and I'm like, yeah, so
it closed up.
And afterwards, he was like,
why would you say
you did that on purpose?
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, I was like, damn, go ahead. But then
So
it
he
was
did it.
like,
What did you do? Did you like keep going? Like just
no,
let him
girl,
do
the
it?
moment it touched
Or you
back
was
there
like-
and I'm good.
What happens is it's like you squint up.
Yeah,
Like, I'm not ready.
I'm not
Where you
ready.
running to? Away from the dick.
You gotta be ready, girl. You know you gotta be ready for the anal. You
And
gotta
sometimes,
prepare.
in the heat of the moment, you might say some shit you don't really mean.
Yeah,
like you'd be like,
for
"Come all
sure.
over my face," and then you like really
You're
don't.
like, no, I got lashes. Hell no.
I always mean that
And then if he does it, you like,
when I say that.
No.
I
He's
mean
like,
it.
I
I
always
mean it. I mean it.
Yeah.
Plus, I always feel like he's not gonna really want to pull out and do that.
Yeah.
Because if you tell a guy to do that, normally
Angela's thinking he's gonna explode just hearing that right there. It's over.
right. And sometimes you say things because you want it to be over too.
Yep.
Wait, so if they have a condom and they're gonna do that, what do they do? Pull out, take off the
take it
condom and
off.
come?
Yeah, you gonna come for me right now?
Like you rip that condom
You're like,
off
oh,
and
yeah.
jizz all over
Yeah,
my
you might
face,
take a lick there and then
That's funny.
I
Just me.
If that shit be going on too long, you'd be like, you know what to
Yeah.
say to make a guy come fast.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what to say.
I can't wait to have that sex and make me feel say, come in my face, baby.
Yeah, it's never
And
happened
then as
for
soon as
me.
you try it, you'd be like,
It's never happened.
all right, what about you ladies? Gigi, finish the sentence. The best part about sex with me is what?
Oh. The best part about sex with me is that I love it. I love sex. I'm going to enjoy, even if the sex isn't that good that he's giving me, I'm going to enjoy the act of being in the moment of
That's
having
nice
sex
of you.
because I love sex. So the best part of sex with me is sex.
Damn, when sex isn't that good, I don't love it.
I'm not gonna waste my listen. I learned a long time ago not to waste my sex on boring or sex that's not so good. You have to make yourself enjoy
You gotta
it.
make
You know
it,
what I'm saying? Like you gotta just
Masturbate?
you gotta know your body and know what to do in the moment to make it enjoyable for yourself. Or if not, then you're just wasting your pussy and you can't get it back.
Yeah, because sometimes
make
if
the
it's
best
not
of it.
good, I have an attitude. Like if I'm like,
Just over it.
like, all right. You ready to go?
because it's not always good. Like you could be with somebody and have an off day. And
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
not
for
be
sure.
good.
But
And
you
then you'd
gotta
be
you gotta find that silver lining around that dark cloud
gotta
and
make
make it a
it-
good time for yourself.
like how?
It depends on what's happening.
Like give me an example, Gigi. What do you we need help.
So say for instance, if he's giving me oral and he's not doing the best job, I'm going to either coach him through it or maneuver myself so that is making it work for me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Coach Gigi.
yeah, you got to just make it work.
Yeah.
And as you grow and get older and learn your body, you know what you like and what you don't like. And then when you get something that you don't like, you got to know how to maneuver around that to make it enjoyable. So
It's like a job.
it's the hell yeah, blow job.
What about you, Steph? The best part of sex with you is what?
It's the gushiness, the water.
It's the macaroni and cheese.
Guys be like, whoa, why is it? Oh, it tastes so nice. Why it tastes like nothing?
It tastes like nothing. What about you, Laura?
I was gonna say that, yeah, like
I think
when I
that's
get
their
wet,
favorite.
yeah, like
part.
I'm super wet and my shit is nice and
I got that one.
you know, I got that wine. Okay.
But it's annoying, it's not my favorite part of sex, but I think that's the favorite, the
Yeah.
guy's favorite. Like, I feel like guys just like to feel like they're with a really clean girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts, yeah.
Yeah, and that is like a sign, like, wow, she's so healthy.
She's so healthy. I can tell you eat your vegetables, Mom.
I can tell you drink water.
Like once they finish, you eat salad, don't you? You know how dogs, when they have sex, like when they come, they stay in there a lot.
Oh my God.
Like they don't be wanting to come out. I'm like, bro, aren't you done?
Oh my God.
Get out of there.
I'm gonna get stuck. Get out.
All right, DaniLeigh, fill in the blank on this one. You can tell a lot about a man by the way he treats his
Mommy.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. Yeah.
That's a great answer.
You said that's what everybody says, your mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say all the women in your family.
That part too. That's what I was gonna say.
Because, you know, some men could have moms was terrible growing up and things like that. And they probably, it's just I watch how you treat your female friends, your family.
I like to watch how you treat people who can't really do anything for you too.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And even like if you go out to eat, how do you treat like the wait staff and all of that?
Right. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and this isn't for all guys, but how they treat their kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
children.
For sure.
You know, I think
Or if he
that's
tells
really
you he
important.
has kids. Have you ever had dated
some
somebody
guys
who
will
had
have
kids and
and
didn't
never
tell you?
see them.
Yes.
No.
That's happened to me
with a guy for
twice.
Oh my God. How many kids did they have?
Both of them only had one.
Okay.
Yeah,
At least
so-
it wasn't like a whole family.
But still, because I
Yeah.
feel like you can't be dating somebody for an extended period of time and they never mention the fact that they have a child.
That's weird.
You didn't ask in the beginning?
I didn't think to.
Yeah.
You know, like even
that's
if
something
somebody
you naturally
Yeah,
They
that's
have
true.
kids.
Yeah, that's
and this
true.
is before
Hey,
social media.
I was gonna say you didn't see him on their page or nothing.
This guy told me that his sister was having a baby, and all along it was his baby mother.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit. I thought
So he wasn't
pregnant.
No, it was his baby mother. Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what? This guy that I was dating, he had a kid, and his baby mom was pregnant, and he did not tell me she was pregnant by
Again.
him.
Oh, he said she was
He
pregnant.
said
not
that
by
she
him.
was having a baby by somebody else.
Oh, and
Guys
all
tell
along
the
it was his
craziest
baby.
lies.
I hate lies. Why you
Yeah.
don't lie?
They lied
We
because
gonna
they
find
scared
out.
to tell the truth.
Right.
They're not
Yeah.
planning ahead.
Like, are you
Yeah.
planning just to deal with me just for a moment? Because
Right.
I'm
That's pretty
gonna
much.
find out.
Pretty
Like,
much.
like,
That's
what's
what
the
it is.
craziest lie somebody ever told you that you caught them?
Girl. I don't e- I
They
don't
were
even-
single.
Yeah.
Guys lie about that all the time. And it's so crazy because it's going to come out.
Yeah, that you're
Yeah.
not single. Maybe they think that because guys will lie about that and be like, "Well, we were going through a break." You know,
Right.
everybody's like, "I was going through a break." And-
Yeah, but it's like they're not really on a break with the other person and they're telling you that. Yeah.
That's why I never understand why girls get mad at other girls because it's kind of like you don't
Yeah,
know.
you, me, and you have a real conversation. We gonna be like on the same page and be like, "Wow, this whole time, you know," and we really just sitting here mad at each other, like for what?
Right, and it's not
Really
your
could-
fault.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah. I never get mad. Like, I feel like you never know what that man is telling her.
at all.
What-
And you could just guess, really.
Yeah.
You could guess.
Yeah, like, you know, I never get mad. Like, I mean, I don't think I would ever. Like, even if I walk in on something, I'm not spazzing, and that happened to me before I
You
walked.
walked
You
in on
walked in on
somebody?
something.
They wasn't so. Right.
I can't even believe it. What did
She's
you
about to say his
do?
own name
What
and
did you
everything.
do?
Right. So, and the craziest thing, it was planned. I was coming, you know, I was we was in Houston at this moment. Yeah, just moved to Houston. I came to Miami, picked up my son. He knew I was coming. It was a girl that I've been figured he was talking to this girl from when we was in Toronto. And it was a big thing. And he kept, "No, I'm not talking. No, I'm not dealing with her. No, no." And at first the girl wasn't really saying like she, you know, she's like, "Nah." I'm like, "All right." Get to Houston with my son. Mind you, he begged me. He's like, "Bring," because at that relationship,
Yeah.
my son was like 4 years old. So a lot of times I don't bring my kids
Right.
around situations until it's like, you know, like for
Solid.
That's
real,
my
for real.
man.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. Like, I
Yeah.
can't. And I got boys.
Yeah.
So I don't do that. So he, you know, at that moment we lived in Toronto, we moved to Houston. He's like, "So you're not going to bring, so you just never going to bring your son around." And William was 4 at that moment. And I was like, "All right, cool. We'll come to Houston." So I get to Houston. And when I get to the front desk, it was weird because I could tell by the facial expressions of the people at the front desk, like,
Oh shit!
you know, so I was like, "What's going on?" They was like, "Oh,
there?
no, you good," or whatever. So I guess when I was going upstairs, they must have called him. When I got
Hurry up.
upstairs, the elevator opened and she was right there.
With your son.
I was with my son.
That's so disrespectful.
I was with my son. So I told her, I was like, "Actually, give me a second."
Did you leave? What'd you do?
No, I told her don't leave. I was like, "Give me a second. Get back out the elevator, go in the house."
So she knew what her
he had a
position
big
was.
place. So, you know, my son's, I didn't, you know, I couldn't react.
Yeah,
and regardless,
let him know,
even
yeah.
if my son was there, I'm not going to react because
Yeah.
it's not your fault. You don't owe me nothing. That's one thing women need to understand. The next chick,
but she also was getting out because she knew that you were coming. So she knew it was up.
So she was on her way out.
But I don't know what he's telling her. I don't know if he's telling her, well, we're not together. Like,
but she also had to know you were on the way
but
up.
she was also
she got ready that
big ass groupie. So to her, it doesn't matter. You get
That's
what I'm saying?
She did know though.
She knew what's up. She knew what's up.
Yeah.
But and she
if
was
he was
happy.
smart, he would have had her hide and then get out after you came in.
Exactly. So I get in there and I told him I put my son up. I put not up, but he had a really big place. So I just set him.
Yeah.
We all went outside and I had a conversation where I was like, all right, well now he can't lie because we're both here. So whatever happens, but I didn't fight
he
or any
didn't
of that.
know you were coming?
He knew, but I guess he didn't expect. I think she popped up in Houston. She just happened to pop up, I guess.
And he let her in the house?
In
That's
the
crazy.
place where he knew you was coming?
That was
Right.
stupid.
Why you didn't just be like,
listen, if I tell you the stories about this guy,
weird.
So why did you stay so long?
Because I loved him. That was my first relationship after my son's dad.
Yeah.
And my son's dad was my first. He was my high school sweetheart. So that was like and it was like 2-3 years after that I met him, and that was my first. And he was way older than me. He was like 8-9 years. I was like not even. I was 20. I had my son when I was 16 because he was 4. So I was like 20 years old. So I didn't know no better, and he did so many things to me that to this day, and it's like I tell him, I feel like I'm getting over it, but I've been traumatized. Like my insecurities, I always felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially in that industry that he was in, and me being 20, having a baby at 16, that's always been like a self-esteem issue for me. Yeah. Like I'm literally in the past 4 or 5 years getting better at it because, as you get older, you see your friends, but he traumatized me so bad. And he knows it now. Oh, really bad. Like chasing cars.
Oh my God.
In Toronto, like it was crazy. Like
I'm already knowing. We all got them crazy
stories. I loved him dearly. Every time, like I felt like it was me doing something wrong or I wasn't good enough. I didn't look great enough. I was like, is it because I have a baby? All these things. And the whole time, he was the one with the issue.
Right. Big issue.
Huge issue.
Yeah. We all done did some shit. I climbed in that window. So
listen, it was like my straw was
that was bad.
When he came home drunk after being gone for a week. Like he used to go on the road for a week for work. Came back, and instead of coming back home, he went out to the club.
Right.
And I was so over it. I showed up to the club, made him come home. Listen, he got to the house.
How
and
you showed up to the club?
I showed up by myself.
In your robe.
Right.
I showed up by myself.
Laura Moore's at the DJ.
And I had to find in the robe and some slippers. He was sitting there with like 5 chicks. They all look alike.
Right.
And then this is Toronto. One thing about Toronto,
cool. I fuck with
them groupies don't give a well, back then,
and they got fly looking girls in Toronto too.
Listen, I had a ring and everything. Like you could be with your man. You got your ring. They know it. They still gonna walk up and.
I mean, that's everywhere, right?
Yeah, I
don't experience that. That was that one situation.
Okay.
And I was in that for like 7
like
years.
Girls just be,
That took my 20s. Like that, my 20s.
Yeah, that sounded like Miami.
Yeah, it started. The relationship started
in Miami now.
The relationship started in Miami, so it was crazy. But it was the most toxic situation that I've ever been.
Sounds toxic.
Well, have y'all ever lied and gotten caught?
Me lie, get caught?
Have you ever cheated? Have you ever lied, got caught doing something?
I feel like I was in a situationship that like I knew what he was doing, so I was doing me too type vibes. But we loved each other. It was real, but it was just like, we just gone. And I was lying about like whoever I was talking to.
Mm-hmm. Did you get caught?
I did. He was crazy though. Like he'd be like, "Oh, I know you're in the club with this guy right now," and I'm just like,
"How did he know?"
He was just crazy. I was like, "Yo, how do you know this?" Like he got tabs on me. I swear it was like that. So I was just like, "Damn."
Sometimes we mistake crazy for love too. Like when people do crazy,
it's like
you like he loves me. He knows I'm in the
like
club.
that crazy shit. Do we or no?
I think until
do we still because like what do we really want? Because it's just like
I think you like it for a moment, but then as you get more
miss
mature,
it? Do you have a crazy relationship and then like move on and have like a normal one and be like,
I miss the crazy.
damn, right.
Yeah, no.
No, I had a normal relationship, and then the crazy relationship
And you
made me
missed the normal.
appreciate normal shit.
Yeah, okay.
Like-
So you had a normal, then crazy, and then you was like, oh, let me get back to normal.
I think I was in a normal relationship that I wanted so bad for it to be toxic. Like I did everything I could.
You're like,
to
fight for me, let's fight.
I'm leaving.
I want to
Chase me.
fight.
He was just a good normal guy. I'm like, why are you doing this?
Right.
I think I learned early on, like I made so many mistakes when I was younger, and I'm thankful that I did because it helped me like know what to never do again.
Yeah.
You know, when I was younger,
Every
like
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I fucked up a lot, like with the things that I was allowing and choosing, and like so I think by the time I got a little older, even I would say even like in my early 30s, I was like never again. And I just like I probably give up on stuff like super too quick. You know, if I see anything, and I also will let you know.
Do you like it though? Like, do you feel like it's worth it? Like, it's just like, okay, I'm glad I gave up on that because I knew what it was.
I'm glad I went through it to know, because I'd rather have gone through it so that I don't do it now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll let you know too. Like if we start, I'll be like, listen, I don't like anybody to ever raise their voice at me or yell at me.
Yeah.
If I ever feel like you might put your hands on me, even if you don't, but I feel like you might.
That's a
Those
problem.
are
That's
all
a red
like
flag.
reasons
Red
for me to
flag.
never ever fuck with you again. But even like it's triggering for me. I don't let people yell at me at all. Like if you can't call me a bitch. Like you can't do none of those things, because I will really never ever talk. I know, Stephanie, you like it. Like,
What?
I said you can't call me a bitch. She said.
No, I don't. I agree with you. I don't.
Because
like
you argue. I've seen you argue.
Yeah, I'll argue, but for me, when a guy is able to disrespect you enough to call you out your name, to call you a
Call
bitch,
me on my name.
That's a song on the
Number
EP.
4 on the EP, my side.
it's no good.
Yeah.
That's a red
Because
flag.
we've been through
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying?
don't
And
like
once you
that.
do, you never ever, want to. So I would ask you, since you do have a song like that, what are some of your non-negotiables now?
Yeah, definitely like respect. Like even if it's like lying to me, I feel like that's disrespecting me. If you're gonna lie to me, that's disrespecting me, because I'm being honest with you. So let's just be honest with each other. It's like,
And especially when you know
you're lying, I'm looking you in your face like, bro,
disrespectful.
yeah, it's disrespectful, because it's like, I don't lie. I'm really not a liar. I keep it a buck, and I'm just like, why are you lying when we not even, like if it's that, like just be honest. So that, and of course calling me on my name and just being respectful. Like, I don't know. I just really want someone that's just very like respectful.
Yeah.
Super sweet and just respectful. Like cares about like if you find out I lied, or if you find out I did this, like you gonna feel some way, I'm gonna hurt you. I don't wanna put her in that place. So it's like, let me respect her and like treat her that way. So
Right, because people do make mistakes, and you should be able to have conversations.
yeah, because
And you
it's
should-
like, even if you came at me with honesty, I would respect that so much more and just be like, okay, it's my choice now if I, whatever, but just being honest,
I feel like since I've gotten older and learned what I need from relationships and what I'm not gonna accept, like I now have boundaries that are deal breakers for me.
Right.
I can't lie, I'm a little more lonely. But I'm much more satisfied in my
Love yourself.
Being
Yeah.
alone is way better than being in some fucked up shit.
Yeah,
It is.
you think you
Yes, it
want
is.
it, and then you're just like, no,
Yeah.
it's
I'd rather
better.
be by myself.
You know those
than
memes that be like how I
disrespected.
sleep at night knowing
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's
like a
me.
baby. Like a baby having some breast milk. Hello.
No, but that's some real shit, man.
I was told I don't want a family because I was like, what? Why? I'm 38. What? I'm gonna give you another 3 years to figure it out. If
No,
that first year
this
I
is
don't
what it
feel like
is.
I'm leaving,
Yeah.
like
No,
I'd
and at
rather
that
be
point,
alone.
You have to be like, thank you for being honest with me, because
Yeah.
now I have the choice whether I want to deal with somebody.
I
who
know
might
what
want
this
a
man
family,
wants, because
or
there's
I can
men.
move on.
Yeah, because there's men that want like a family, want
Exactly. You
marriage,
can
want
find
this and that, whatever you want, like preference wise as a woman. You gotta almost ask from the jump. Like,
Yeah, have that conversation.
Yeah.
Like I said, with set boundaries that I've set, I might find myself a little more lonely, but when I do step into relationships, I'm a lot more satisfied.
And a lot of times you
I'm
have
having
to
my
clear
way.
the path so you're not just as Bern Fayez would say, wasting time.
Wasting time. Blocking your blessings.
But a lot of times you just have to like clear the space so that you're not like cluttering up your energy and time with some bullshit. Because then you're not even allowing like a path for something real to come in.
This is like my first time because like I said, I had a child at 16, so I was like a relationship person. Like this is my first time in my life that I've been single, and I'm not gonna lie, I've enjoyed, like I'm learning so much about myself. I'm learning to love myself better and things like that. So
does that mean masturbate?
I masturbate like crazy. Okay, I'm not gonna lie,
like me too, girl.
Yes, we are team masturbation over here.
It would be weird now.
It would be weird as fuck. You're
In the middle of the day.
I want to do this. I need somebody.
Listen, I'd be like, when my kids, why y'all home?
Right.
Or when they pop up out the blue, like, dang.
Oh my God, I just had an idea. You should give us a song to masturbate to.
Yes.
Oh, I got some already.
We need some masturbation theme music.
Some,
what would that sound like?
Ooh, I got some. I'm gonna press play on you guys. I got some.
That's
for sure. Just like some sexy good vibes.
Yeah.
But I should make like a actual song where it's just like loving myself type, but like sexual.
Masturbation theme song. Like, hold on, put on that Dani.
Like I don't need nobody else but myself.
Who had one back in the day? Tweet.
Yes. Which one?
Oh, that was yes.
Right. And then there was that song, I Touch Myself.
When I think about you, I touch myself.
Yes.
We need a song like that. Did you do your sexy voice?
I got you.
Right.
Yeah. That's a whole
there you go. That's your lip service homework.
We need a 2022 masturbation theme song. Like,
I got it.
And then we could get you like some sex toy endorsements.
Right.
Flower.
That means your TikTok.
Yeah.
So you do masturbate a lot?
Not a lot.
What's a lot?
Not a lot.
What's not a lot? Like how often?
Almost like once, twice a week. Not a lot.
That's it. That's pretty good.
That's average.
Yeah, I
But
feel
you're
like it's
busy,
like I have my moment. I'm busy. Like And maybe
You use toys or you use your hands?
I have a toy, but that shit don't got a battery right now, so I'm just gonna, do what I gotta do.
No, I swear, like
Instead of buying batteries,
like my vibrator recharges when the battery dies, even though the charger's like across the room.
I don't even know what my charger
I be
is.
fucked up for like a month without masturbating because I don't charge.
Okay, which toys do you guys have? Because y'all gotta put me on because I don't. Like,
No.
I have that big white one with the little blue stripe. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
The wand, the
that's
big
the wand.
ball at the bottom.
That's a good
That's
one.
old school.
Wow.
That's old school. See, I don't
That's
know.
wrong with being old school.
That's a good one though. That's a classic. That's like a polo shirt.
I
It's
still
never
have
go
my
out of style.
rabbit. I got my traveling
The
rabbit.
little rose thing is good. I never used that.
haven't tried.
We got the rose. They sent it to us.
That's one.
About it.
And I was so interested in it, and I can't lie, that's my go-to right now.
Yeah.
I broke my rose.
Yeah, because it kind of sucks on you.
Gigi just snapped that shit.
She said it's gone.
Gigi,
I break every toy.
What is going on with it?
I burn them out.
Sex in the
If you can break a toy, you're gonna break a dick.
I
Okay.
burn them out. I killed the engine. They died.
Oh my God.
Every single one
Them
of my
toys be
sex
like, I
toys
can't keep up with
just
this
don't turn on no more.
Remember that
They
episode
died.
of Sex in the City when Samantha was in the Bed Bath and Beyond? She's like, no, girl, that'll burn your clip right off. And I'm I was like,
Early on in lip service, Stephanie, you used to have this suction in the shower thing that you used to do.
Yeah, when I like dildos at that time, but I don't even like dildos.
Remember
now.
that? But she used to have this toy that was
It's
a
just-
suction.
It was you could
Put
like
it on
plug
the
it
shelf.
into the bathroom
On the
and it'd be
wall.
on the wall. You
And
could like
back it
bounce
up on the
on it. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Have you? Whatever. I'm gonna say it. So in the shower, you know how you have the shower that you take off the thing.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
can have the
that's
different.
Yeah.
That's my first vibrator.
I was about to say that's how you first learn how to play yourself. Before you buy your first toy, you in the shower for an extra 45 minutes.
Girl, it turns into a
I'm like, wait a minute.
You're like, I'm squeaky
You
clean
turn into
here.
high pressure, high pressure one, and hit that clip.
No, that's funny you say squeaky clean because after you finish that activity, you could actually like feel squeaky clean.
I clean the shit out of my vagina.
You power that clip.
And I like it. The water has to be like a little bit warm. Like, you know,
The right
I haven't
temperature.
done that in a while.
Even playing with the temperatures is
Yeah, it get that feeling like a mouth.
Well, let me make sure in my guest bathroom, Lord, that shit don't come off.
That's what I was looking for it. I was like, damn. And I'm not gonna lie. When I come in town, though, It's so funny. I'm like,
She always
damn,
stays
I'm
at
gonna
my
be there
house
for
when she
2
comes.
weeks, right?
She be in the shower.
I'm like, what is she doing in there?
She had gave, because, you know, get all type of toys. So there's this little travel one, right? It's like a little vibrator, a little bullet, but then it has a rubber rabbit that you could put on top of it. Oh, so I had it with me, right? So my last trip, my bag was overweight. And you know how you gotta
empty it out.
When I had such an attitude with that lady when she kept making me take stuff out, because when I
do that shit on
opened it,
purpose.
the little rabbit was right there, and the lady was looking like,
What's
and I said, I know you play with yourself too. I'm more mad that this lady keep making me take
her like, what?
Go make me grab it, put it on my carry-on.
It was
like,
right there. I'm like, if you know what this is, I know what you be doing too. So what?
Nothing wrong with that though.
Love my travel
Nothing
rabbit
wrong
though.
with
I ain't gonna play.
pleasure.
What about porn? Are you watching porn?
Here and there, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
I could watch like videos I have.
Oh, you watch your own videos.
videos.
Okay.
Mhm. That's the best porn.
Actually,
self-porn.
DaniLeigh's a great porno name.
It really is.
Right?
Danny lay me down, baby.
Yes.
DaniLeigh.
That's so funny.
DaniLeigh.
You saying that with the thought that came in my mind that the video you directed with Prince when it was like can't wait, and then you did like the different role plays like in the kit fixing the I could see you videotaping yourself and having like a whole own production. Did you guys see the video?
Yes, that was
Breakfast can wait with Prince. Yeah.
I could definitely see you.
Thank you.
Well, what are your so you got tapes of yourself. It's in your phone.
Yeah. But I hope I never
your
lose my phone. I know. It's really bad.
So what do you like? What do you watch? What turns you on the most of yourself that you watch?
It's not even of myself. It's probably just like something with somebody.
Do they have, or is you only have the copy?
No,
It's
have
out
it.
there.
Oh man,
Yeah, I know.
It's a good tape.
It's great.
Yeah, I can tell she.
It's safe.
Like she did it.
I can tell how she thinking about it.
No one wants to see it. It's great.
You gonna watch it later, y'all.
Yeah, I'll watch it later.
We just
I forgot to send that
like,
one.
damn, it's been a while since I watched that one. Let me run it back.
Yeah.
Are you hanging on the bathroom pole? Like the bathroom,
Not hanging from the shower. Not the Mimi special.
That was horrible.
Not the Mimi.
So you don't delete stuff afterward, like, or you keep it.
You got to keep the good ones in.
So you keep stuff from the past.
I've never really
You
done
gotta
that super
keep the
OD
good
though with
ones.
people because I'm a freaking like I'm an artist. Like imagine some shit leaking. Like I'm only gonna do that with somebody I trust.
Do you
Like,
use iCloud?
I do.
Oh shit! So for you now.
The government got your video.
Oh my god.
She said the government got your video.
Yeah, it's in the iCloud now.
Yeah, no, it's
I
just
don't use iCloud.
One person. No, I'm not.
I use it for my notes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, so that I
I'm
can
too
see it
scared.
from
You
whatever.
don't want your video and pictures in the iCloud.
Well, not pictures. I keep
That is scary.
like my notes and things like that. But
Yeah.
I've learned my ex's dad works for the government, for the IT department in the government. And he told me, he's like, if I would be you, I wouldn't use iCloud. I was like, ooh, that
So you
means
don't save your photos and videos on iCloud?
No.
The safe ones, maybe.
But like,
Yeah,
you be
like
changing
that.
your phone, like and upgrading it a
Well,
lot.
I save photos, but I haven't yet to find a man that I feel comfortable enough.
Yeah,
I
you
do
gotta
want to
be
do a video
comfortable with
don't get me
somebody,
wrong.
yeah.
You've never
But
done one ever?
Never.
I haven't either.
No.
Well, I'm more surprised at Laura.
No, I want to, but I
Yeah,
just
you got
haven't
to.
had that.
You gotta trust. Yeah,
I guess- Do I have trust issues?
In your own phone?
probably we all have trust issues.
I just don't. I want to. This one guy tried while I was giving him. I
said,
smacked that phone
no,
up.
no,
I was
no,
like,
no,
yo,
no,
what
no.
you doing? He's
Yeah.
like,
He was
They
on
gotta
a
ask. You
lot.
can't
He
just do
did
it.
it. I was like,
Imagine you
we're
getting
good.
hit doggy
Yeah.
style and you turn back and he got the camera.
And you already know I
Hell
don't
no.
like to
That's
go.
all.
No, doggy style probably isn't bad because your face not really in it.
No, but
But
that's
still, they don't know who you
Yeah.
are. Your tattoos,
That's
your
so
hair.
lame.
Like
That's how I know I haven't met my soulmate, because I feel like
That's
I haven't
how.
met anyone that I
you feel comfortable
fully
with.
Yeah, that's
feel
true.
like I could do anything with
Anything.
you. You understand what I'm saying? And I cannot wait because I'm so ready to get the cum in my face. I'm
Yes,
ready
girl.
to like fuck from like
you don't
swallow
have to
some
Come with your soulmate to get
Yeah,
rub
she
it on your
feels this
face.
way.
But like whoever makes me, I haven't had no one. And even though, because people are like, but you had kids, I'm like, yeah, I fall in love and all of that. And yeah, you know, the first couple of years, but it's something inside of me that hasn't allowed me to open up and be super like open like that.
Yeah.
And then you know what it is?
Yeah.
I think it's because I have kids in the back of my mind.
Of course.
It's always like,
Yeah.
if anything, I don't want William to see that. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? Like, imagine.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what I think if I didn't have kids, I would feel more, you know, even though once you have it, they'll see it. But I have a boy and he's always been so like,
Protected.
even now, any picture I put up, Ma, take that down.
I gotta lie, her son, when he posts, I'd be like, what are you doing? He posting crazy stuff.
No,
First
how
of all,
old is he now?
21.
Oh, he grown.
He had a whole argument in one of my comments with someone. Don't worry, Valor probably ready your comments too, Ma.
Right.
You tripping.
Aw,
Yeah,
that's
but
cute.
I
That's
can't
dope.
wait. Where you at, soulmate? Or
Yeah.
you know?
How do you-
okay.
What's the best way to find somebody nowadays?
Pray. You just gotta pray for it. God, just
Let's
send
do a
me.
prayer right now.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Come on, everybody.
Okay.
We're gonna do DaniLeigh's prayer.
Ready? Well, let me put in the mic. God, please just send us who we need, who our person is, Lord. And just our soulmate, Lord. We just want that. We need that. We deserve that, God. Please give it to us. Amen.
Amen.
See,
I'm ready to bust it wide open.
Lord, like I want to do anal. I want to get nutted on my face.
She want to swallow.
I want a man.
She want to do it all, but she needs the right man before she can do any of it.
Thanks to Gigi and Stephanie. I already know what to do. You got to hold it. You can't. I'm ready, man.
You're ready to swallow, dear Lord. It's a terrible prayer.
But I mean, I feel like where you are right now, and you're single and you're enjoying it and you're learning yourself and loving yourself, I feel like that's a good step towards
You'll
finding.
know.
And it's not that finding, because when you look for stuff, you never find it. You just have to work on yourself and
But
be
you do
ready.
go through
And
someone's
in the
phone.
moment, and when it happens, and you'll be ready. I feel like that's what happened to me.
That's exactly
I feel
right.
like the more I choose myself, the more I realize other humans are just not worth. They shouldn't be around me. They don't deserve.
Nah, you
my
gotta treat
energy.
yourself as like a
Yes.
very like you can't
Like,
even
I'm
get in
telling
my
you,
presence.
I sit around and I
like-
hear stories and I watch the ID channel
Yeah.
and you know women fall in love and they get killed and buried
my
in the
God, you
backyard.
took it to
and
another
I'm just like, God, this is why you want me alone, because a man is gonna kill me.
Oh my
and
God.
bury me in the backyard. So the more I'm just like, thank
thinking
you,
the
God.
worst.
I appreciate this.
Thank you for
this
keeping me
solitary
single so I don't
moment.
get put in the backyard.
All right, well, while we're doing these prayers, DaniLeigh, if you could build the perfect man, right, what would that consist of to you? What are the components?
Definitely a family man, a hardworking man that's just wants to be a provider. I love me a fly guy. You gotta have swag, because I also know like when you buy me stuff, it's gonna be fly. Like I feel like I love fashion and all that, so I want you to be able to go to a store and be like, "Oh, my baby gonna like this," and buy it for me. A sweet guy. You know, like send me roses. I know it's like I feel like flowers is overrated, but it also feels good.
love
Like
flowers.
right? Like it's just cute. Like,
love
oh,
flowers.
you did that. That's cute. Yeah, I mean, those four, I feel like, and an attractive man, of course, like just somebody attractive.
And attractive is all relative, like because everybody has a different idea of what attractive is.
Right, you're
What's
looking at ugly boys like, oh, he's so cute. He's ugly.
No, for real, it's the truth.
Yeah.
Like somebody
But no, yeah.
attractive might be somebody else's yuck. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because
And
I
vice
don't
versa.
like a super pretty boy. I don't like a super pretty boy that's like all into himself. Like I don't like that.
He take longer to get ready than you.
Yeah, but I do like a nice, pretty face, nice skin, nice features.
skin is important.
Yeah, like I like that.
That means you eat
Good teeth are important.
Exactly, good teeth, good breath. You smell good. You clean. Like I like all that.
What about a curve on a dick?
Organized.
Does that matter?
To the left,
Honestly,
to the left.
Where does she come up with this stuff?
She threw that in there so quick. But like she had an answer.
honestly, I had it once and it was just OD. I did not like it.
An OD curve?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Was it to the right, to the left, back?
I don't not remember. It wasn't even that deep.
I don't really like it curvy.
It wasn't deep.
No, that shit hurt. Like I don't like
It
that.
can't be
Like,
curvy.
Right, I like straight.
I like you could be straight or a little curve. Like that's cool,
That's
but
really big, Stephanie, with the most. That's way too. It's like a Ciroc model.
you like a curve.
I saw it. It was nice.
I'm okay with it.
You okay with it, or would you preference? No,
I don't really have a preference.
What about you guys?
Yeah,
I'm okay as long as he hitting it right. Now you can't be in there all crazy, baby.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Do y'all like a
you gotta
big
turn to make that shit
Or
comfortable.
y'all like a good size?
why did you just whisper that?
No, I'm talking about our perfect
Nice size.
Nice size, not too big. I've like dealt
Too
with
big
somebody
can be
that
a
was
problem.
too big, and that
Perfect-
shit was not cool.
For me, the perfect man is.
Can you give us a reference?
A 6-pack.
Girl.
For me, the perfect man is like a 6-pack, muscles, good looking, a little rockhead.
A hoe.
A little rockhead.
Sounds about right.
Smart but a little dumb too.
Smart but a little dumb.
Smart but a little dumb.
You want a hoe?
Have a nice big dick.
Just the hoe.
All right.
No, and if he's a cheater, which that kind of man I described, this kind of
It's
cheater.
a hoe.
that sounds like the definition.
That
Sounds
describes
like
the
him.
hoe.
Oh, D.
Like, I like a hoe.
Yeah.
GPS on his car.
Where you
I'm
gonna put
putting a
GPS?
tracker. Attract things.
No, you're toxic, girl.
That's my like I can't like me and G was talking about this earlier. I just really I like to be really attracted to my man's body. Like
Yeah.
I love an athletic body type.
Yeah, same.
Have you
know?
ever been with a guy who wasn't like that?
Yeah, when I was a kid. Listen, I have a story. All right. The first guy that I thought I was in love with, it was really just a young obsession. I was never in love with this guy. God, he listens to the show. He's going to know I'm talking about. He's going to feel so
He knows
excited.
it's him, Rocket.
But I got a surprise for him at the end of this conversation. So... whatever, I was all crazy in love with him, right? So whatever, after I had my son, I met like the better version of him. When we were kids, his body was all right. It wasn't hard, but it wasn't sloppy or anything. But my son's father, he's an athlete, like he was muscles all through his arms, and I met him when he was a little over, like gaining a little weight, but after we got together we were fucking all the time, so he was sweating and his body went right back to
You got it back in
really
shape.
gorgeous. So whatever, my son's
Just from
father and I
fucking.
had broke up. This is the first time me and my son's father broke up, and I went and I bumped into this guy from my childhood, and we had sex, and he had gained a little weight. And oh God, I'll never
shit.
forget this. What happened? This was so bad for me, guys. I've been traumatized ever since. This is why, if you go back on countless episodes of Lip Service, I'm always like 6-pack, 6-pack, 6-pack.
Oh my God, his titties were swinging in your face.
Listen, we finished.
It was sweaty.
Guys,
It was sweaty.
Guys can't really control back shots, whatever. We were we were having sex, end of the session, and he was behind me. And after he came, he pulled his dick out. And I'll never forget, it was hot, and the room was hot. The room we were in, it was hot outside. It was summer. And we weren't in an air-conditioned room. So the room was hot.
Sweaty.
And I remember he pulled his dick out of me, and I could feel his sweaty stomach slide off of my butt cheek.
Oh, that's a big stomach.
That's a stomach. And you're like, why did I do this to myself? Where is my son's father?
Oh my God.
I couldn't believe it. I was horrified. He went into the bathroom, and I text my best friend like, "Oh my God, I can't wait to tell you what happened."
That's not gained a little bit of weight.
lie.
That's gained a lot of weight.
He was
The
bigger.
sweat all over your
Is
butt.
he still big now?
I don't want to look at him, and I don't know.
Honestly, though.
Doesn't have a 6-pack. I'm let me tell you that much. He does not have a 6-pack.
You never told this story on Lip Service?
I never told him this.
So he about to watch it and be like,
Yeah, he's probably gonna.
Yeah, he
be
definitely gonna watch
"Bitch."
it. Yeah.
But I didn't say his name.
Maybe
I
Maybe
could
you'll
easily
motivate
say his
him.
name.
Yeah, he's gonna get
You
on the
gonna
treadmill.
motivate him.
Motivate him to lose that
Watch.
belly.
Washed. Like I already beat him at life like 4 times.
Right.
You laughed him.
I had to.
So DaniLeigh, you said you don't like a dick that's too big.
No.
So you had
I
an
love
experience
it.
with a guy who was too big, so you couldn't. Did that
Yeah.
make you not like him anymore?
Yeah, I did. I actually really liked him as a person, and he was really cool. He was so cute. And then obviously we was talking for a minute, and then he was just too big, and I was like, I don't think it'll ever work because of that.
That's like a backhanded compliment.
Damn,
Yeah.
guys, you got it so bad.
Yeah.
Perfect package, but your package too big.
No, it's not perfect though. Nah. Yeah.
Wow.
And that's hard because, first of all, one thing you don't want to do is suck a big dick.
Oh
like
my
that.
I do.
No, it's too much. It's too difficult.
With 2 hands.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, let me see your
mouth. Or like, what if he tries to like ram it in you, and then you're like, come on, like that's enough.
That's not like
I
that.
haven't
Catch
had
these teeth.
too big.
Yeah, no.
Trying to be cute.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
I haven't had too big. Like my, I've had too small,
Yeah.
You've
and-
never had a dick that was too big?
not too big. And the ones that I had was big. Like they was very gentle. Like they made, like they didn't stick it
know.
all the way in. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like it's this one that I got that we knew each other for over like 15 years, and he been wanted me back then, but I was like, no, like I wasn't on that.
You finally gave in and it was too
Man,
big?
we caught up again, and oh my God, Jesus, that's the best sex I've ever had.
Ever.
Fire.
Ever. Like it was amazing. I even smoked a joint while we was back at that show.
Yeah, it's good.
Great. Like I couldn't believe I did that. He passed me the joint.
I don't mean
Let's
to interrupt with a cannabis commercial, but smoking weed during sex is
It's
fine.
amazing.
Yo, that was
It
the
is.
best.
Fire. I don't even like it. Like I'm the type of person. This is what one of the main reasons I said growing up with a bunch of guys, I was never a hoe, because I used to get high, smoke weed, and be like, oh, nobody touched me.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to get there when I'm high. But once I was forced to smoke in the middle of it,
Somebody
it's
forced you to smoke in the middle. You said,
Yeah,
"I'm
like
forced
here,
to
smoke
Yeah,
this, and
that
I'm like,
happened to
I
me
don't
before,
want to, and they're like, just light it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
We had went out.
Yeah.
We was already tipsy, so I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I think
It
if I
gives you a
wasn't
little
tipsy,
tingle.
It wouldn't have been the same.
It makes it a little sprinkle.
What about
like
some shrooms
sparkly.
during sex?
Who?
Shrooms.
That would probably be nice.
I think that's good.
I haven't tried it. I don't. Or have
Putting it
I?
down in the
I'm not
checklist.
sure. It would probably because shrooms make you so happy.
I know. it
Just like
does.
people to smile.
And then it also like if you in a good mood, it just make everything
Enhances
feel like
it.
yeah. It feel like you outside or something with drums playing.
Different scenery.
you know what I want to try that I haven't. So I have never tried outside. Like I've only been with like Black American guys. I'm Dominican, but
You want to
haven't
try
Never
been
been with
with
a
a
Spanish
Spanish
boy?
guy. I haven't been with a European. Like I would like to try.
You want
it
some
out.
international dick.
My homegirl was just telling me last week, like, girl, you need to try
Your pussy need a
some
passport.
Europe.
Yeah, pussy need a passport.
Y'all ever been with a white boy?
I've never been.
You been with a white boy? You?
Never.
You?
Not me, but
You?
I
No.
think I could be with I don't know. I don't want to X anybody out. I don't want to have any racist vibes to my sexuality.
Right.
Because you never know. An Asian guy might be my
Put that thing
soulmate,
on you.
You know? It might be one of Angela's cousins.
I let them know.
I haven't tried, but I want to try some.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anybody,
Yeah.
but I feel like I could be with like a hip white boy, like a real, like a white boy that is like, he has like nice sneakers.
Right, like a little cool white boy.
Right, he gotta have swag.
I don't remember six pack. Have you had a six pack? Gotta have the six pack.
I've been with a white guy before. My boyfriend is Indian. He's Punjabi.
Oh, okay.
And it's very different.
Yeah.
Like,
How?
His sensuality and his passion and his touch is just very different than
And would you have
anybody else
ever
I've
picked
been
that?
with.
Like, thought, oh, I'm gonna be with a Punjabi guy. That's what I want.
What a,
Aw, that's cute.
Yeah.
I
But
watched
it's
90 Day
definitely
Fiance, so you know this.
I seen a couple episodes of different ones. It's so funny.
I love that. Angela is the reason why I'm obsessed with
With
90
that
Day.
show.
I have a kid love
Yeah,
that
I mean,
shit.
that one time I watched
Same,
it,
right?
we was just, me and G was just talking about how up to date we are. We're like,
Yeah.
we're waiting for the next episode.
That's funny.
I'm not even up to date, but when I took my braids out, I was definitely sitting there watching 90 Day Fiance the whole
Right,
time.
that'd be the show.
Hours.
She's like, you
You know what? Since you
It's
brought
so
that
good.
up, there was this one. All right, so there's this one couple. I don't know if you know them, but the girl is Trini,
Yes.
and he's black, right?
Yes, I know.
And when he
Shanita,
brought her to
she's,
the United
she
States,
follows me on Instagram. I love
she
her.
does. We gotta get
Yes.
on it.
We should.
But,
yes.
So anyway, this is what's crazy. I want to know what y'all think about this.
I
So
love her.
when
She's a yogi.
when she moved from Trinidad, he took her to his childhood home. He has money, but he tried to act like he didn't. So he took her to the childhood home that was like falling apart.
Tried to
The roof was
suicide.
fucked up.
About this.
Yeah. And he really tricked her, right? The first day when she came into thinking that he didn't really have money like that because he was like, I want to see if she's with me just for my money.
Yeah, he
and
put
I
her
thought
in
that
his
was fucked
childhood
up.
home.
I think it was fucked up too.
Right?
It's fucked up for him to feel that way.
Or for him to do that to her.
do that.
Like,
Yeah.
she's leaving
Okay.
where she's from.
Exactly. She's leaving everything behind, and you're gonna bring her to this country to think, even for a second, that she's gonna have to struggle.
Because she
It's
also
fucked
can't
up.
work because, you know,
Yeah.
a lot
So
of
Yeah.
he made it seem like she was about to have to struggle.
his childhood home. There's like,
But she was down.
and
Well,
there's like roaches and shit.
It wasn't
She was-
roaches,
Ooh.
but
the roof was fucked
the
up.
roof was fucked up.
It was a lot.
But here's
Dirty.
the thing. What confused me is he kept trying to say, I want to make sure she's not with me for what I have, right?
Yeah.
But also in the same token, he's saying, every time I talk to her on FaceTime, I talk with a white wall behind me and she hasn't seen any of what I have. So what makes you think that she wants this white wall if that's all you showing her?
Well, you know
Right.
what? She was like, you showed up with a Louis Vuitton bag. You had a nice watch. So in her head, she's assuming
That-
Yeah.
you know,
he's a
he's well.
man.
But I also feel like, well, what does he want her for? Because he don't know nothing about her. So he's probably judging her based off her looks. So what if she showed up looking all, you know, fucked up and busted?
Because she's a beautiful girl. And
Yeah, she's beautiful.
in
She's so
Trinidad,
gorgeous.
she has her own yoga business. She's
Yeah.
well established. She's never been married, doesn't have any kids. She's educated, you know, and she's leaving everything
Good
that
family.
she has and that she created in Trinidad to come be with you. And you think that she only wants your money?
Right.
Like even
Yeah.
right now, they're fighting over the prenup situation. And it's just
Them
like,
too. Oh, damn.
like that was the first episode.
Oh, they ended up
When
getting married.
They did get married.
We didn't get up to that yet.
No, I don't know. I'm asking.
No,
I'm watching the show.
No,
He just gave her a prenup.
In the current
right now.
episode, he wants to give her a prenup, and
Yeah.
she's like, I don't want the
No,
prenup.
he literally
because,
just gave her the hard copy. She's
yeah,
about to give it to her
and she
lawyer.
gave it to her lawyer, and the
Yeah.
lawyer's like, it's all one sided. There's some things you need to figure out. So right now, their dilemma is, do
Yeah.
we sign this prenup so we can get married? But
No, and this is another thing that we should talk about. She said she would sign the prenup if he agrees to start her business off and it's completely hers.
Yeah, as it should
And
be.
I think that's
Yeah.
fair.
I think
that's
so too.
fair.
I think that's fair.
real life.
But let me ask you this. So how important is money when it comes to you to be with
Relationship?
somebody? Because he was like, if I have nothing, I wanted to know that she cares. But I also feel like, you know, as you get older, you don't want to be with somebody who doesn't have it together.
Yeah.
Right. In your 30s, you know, you don't want to have been a person who worked hard for themselves and then to
Exactly.
come into somebody
Yeah.
else's struggle
Yeah.
in their midlife.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
So what
Yeah,
do you
no.
think about that? Like, you think you could be with somebody who doesn't really have it like that?
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like you said, like I've just worked so hard to like be where I'm at. So it's like it would just be nice to have someone add to everything. I'm not looking for someone to take care of me because
Right,
I'm
like-
just used to take care of myself. So it is what it is. But as long as we on the same page and we both like living the same type of lifestyle, that's what I would prefer.
That's how I feel. Like I don't mind.
Yeah.
I pay my bills. I'm looking for a man to pay my
Yeah,
bills.
and if that's what happens, like okay, thank you God for
Exactly.
blessing me.
Nah, I'm not gonna say I won't.
Yeah,
Let somebody pay my
okay.
bills.
That'd
but
be
I'm not looking for
amazing.
that.
It would
But
be
at the
crazy
end of
because
the day,
women
like
get
you
that,
said,
but
I'm not gonna
I'm
be
not
with somebody
asking
who
for
lives
it.
in their mother's house when I'm paying XYZ amount of money to live in my
yeah,
townhouse.
no, I
You know
would
what I'm
never.
saying?
I would never.
At least be able to add value to my
Yeah.
situation.
Do you see everybody
Yeah.
posting that TD Jake speech about he was talking about how women are like ruining things because they're being too like, I don't need a man for anything. I could take care of myself.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, did you see
No, I
that?
didn't
What do you
see
think
that.
about that?
I think that we are in a new day and age. You know, everything changes, life
Yeah,
changes, and
generation different.
things grow and evolve. And I think we are in a day and age where women are growing and evolving into their own. We have our own money. There's no longer the man is the provider and the woman is the housewife, or the man goes out and makes the money and the woman just depends on him. No, we are out here making our own money and doing our own thing. So it's not that we don't need a man because we got our own. It's that we don't need you for what you got, because we have our own. We don't need you to take care of us anymore.
Yeah, like one thing-
we want the help. We'll take the help.
Yeah.
But we're not out here looking for a man to sustain our lifestyles or to take care of our children that ain't his or whatever the case, because we got it now. We
Because
figured
no
it
matter
out.
what, it takes a lot of trust for you to trust a man enough to allow him to do certain things for you too. To feel
Yeah.
like, because a lot of times you feel like you do have to like hold it down on your own, take care of yourself, and that's
What about
not
when he doesn't want you? What are you supposed to do?
right.
Yeah.
And I feel like, here's the thing, that sounds like an insecurity. A man saying, by women being independent, saying that they don't need a man is they're ruining it for the woman or whatever he was saying. Because just because I pay my bills and I don't need someone financially doesn't mean I don't need you.
Right.
I might need you other ways. I need you for love.
To eat this pussy.
Mentally, sexually.
So just because your woman is doing everything for herself, you can't think, she
don't need me.
She doesn't need me anymore.
Yeah.
That sounds like
I've been independent since the age of 16.
Right.
And I'm not going to sit here and act like I got a whole bunch of money because I don't. I'm working really hard. So for me, it's just with or without a man, I'm going to have a roof over my head. Period. My kids are going to eat. I'm going to eat. We're going to be good. You have to add something. You have to add knowledge. You have to, you know, it doesn't have to be, but I would like someone, like I would want someone who is financially stable and already got their stuff because I'm learning. It helps. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever energy you're on, that's what you're going to be on. So if you out here getting it and you're not, don't give me just gives, bags. Give me something else. Like, I see you working towards this business. Right. Here's this front for this business. Like, that's to me more than, you know what I'm saying? And even if it's a guy who doesn't have 6 figures or whatever, and he's still pouring into me, like you could be making $100,000 a year, and out of what you make, and you're like, you know what? Here's this $5,000 for whatever it is because you want to see me grow and we gonna grow together. Yeah, and vice versa. I mean,
for me, just paying
I feel like personality and just the person. I rather a good person who genuinely cares about me, my well-being, you know what I'm saying? And I guess it's different. My perspective comes from being a mother, like different. You know what I'm saying? I look for other things.
I want a guy to respect how I handle my business. Like, there's not really anything you could do to get in business with me. Just support me.
Right.
When I'm working
mentally,
support
physically.
me. Don't stress me out the day before I gotta go into the studio.
Right. Or I gotta be on camera. Like, give me a couple things. Right. Hello. Give me a little
mentally,
emotionally.
Now, DaniLeigh, I already have some ideas for you to make some extra cash.
Oh,
okay. Put them toes on OnlyFans.
Oh my God.
You gonna make $1 million?
It's been a thing like to be on OnlyFans, but I just feel like.
But your toes, okay? Because
you like my toes.
You posted it on Instagram.
You was like
your pedicure.
You like my picture or something?
But I already know how these guys are, and I know you put them toes up.
You gonna make $1 million?
Be honest.
Them toes gonna make you $1 million on your first
Did
set.
you get a lot of messages about your toes?
I didn't look at my DMs. I haven't looked at my DMs.
Let's see.
Since I posted. Let's see. Where's my phone?
Let's see. Show that.
Let me
They're gonna be like
see.
extra content.
Right. Let me see. Hold on.
Because people
Link
be
in
doing
bio.
just their toes on OnlyFans.
That's so
And you have the following that.
It's a real thing.
Open the account and just play around and put one post of your feet just alone. You'll probably make at least like $1 million. And
$1 million?
She like,
Can I do like this and just
that's
do
nothing to scoff at.
That's serious. You will make $1 million. You will make $1 million off one Instagram post.
Yeah,
just because they go. Now, I'm gonna tell you, we both have OnlyFans, right?
Yes.
And what they think OnlyFans is they think they're gonna see
and
your
when
ovaries.
you first open the account, everybody's so interested.
And you just showing your
finding
toes.
out.
I just want to say she is scrolling through. She got
I got so many DMs. Like, I just posted so much since then, so it's like hard to find.
Just look up the toe one.
Yeah,
because
you
could
put
look
in
up
the
that one
search
post and
toes
just
and
see.
it'll
Well, no, just that one post you did and see what's under it and see how many hearts it got
in the comments.
in the stories. Yeah.
Oh, that was a story.
Okay, so I mean, how do I can't look at DMs though.
She don't know.
You can go to one of, so like you see how they like go right here, go to their DM.
I see a lot of blue checks.
A whole lot.
No,
I'm kidding. I'm not even looking at
Let me show you a trick, right? Go right here. I'm not gonna look at your shit. Put toes.
What toes? Why would you?
you can
put
search like a conversation.
No, she gotta look at. What are you doing? No, she gotta look at. She gotta look at her story that she posted and look under the story.
but you can't look at like messages from the story.
Yeah, my bad. You're right. Then,
But you can just see how many people looked at it and left hearts. I bet you got a ton.
That's what I just went
I'm
to.
just trying to help here, okay?
Look
We
up
got
for
the
them
masturbation
toes.
song. We got the Tonelyfans.
Angela like my toes.
She
You do have really nice
No,
toes.
shout out to my pedicure girl. She did a really good job, honestly.
Yeah, they are cute. They look really good.
She in New York, so y'all should follow her.
Listen,
in Brooklyn, right? You was in Brooklyn?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
posted. I was like, I need a pedicure tonight. and she pulled up on me.
Yeah. Just for the hype
Should be
of
happy.
them thinking that they're going to see everything, they're going to subscribe,
I'm just
and
gonna
you have the star power that just one post of your toes. I promise you, you're gonna make $1 million. I'm not even exaggerating.
Easy,
But not if your dick is too big. Don't.
I'm not even
slide your
exaggerating.
DMs.
And
Not
you don't
too
even
big.
gotta say anything. Just say link in bio one time. Leave
Make
it.
your
Put it on
subscription.
your
Honestly,
link tree.
I'm
Make
about
your
to do
subscription
it.
like
Buy a house,
I'm about to
$19.99
do
and then
it.
buy a
I'm gonna
house
see
from
it, and I'm gonna text all of you guys. and
Make
let you
your
know how it
subscription like
is. I
$19.99,
swear.
and I'm telling you, they all
Nah,
gonna
and it's
sign
gonna
up.
be a residual check. Then after the Easy M, you're gonna probably like get like 20 to 80,000 not
month.
posting anything. A month just for free.
Well, listen,
just to have
I hope you had a good time with
Yeah.
that.
It was so good. I'm so glad to talk to like women and just
And the
like
EP
a
is
vibe.
out. But let me ask you this, right? So
My side.
listen, yes, and you have a song called The Same. So, all these guys are the same.
All these
Do you
dudes
still
be the
feel like
same.
that?
I mean, I have not even given another man a chance, so it's just like it is what it is. Yeah.
What's it gonna take?
I don't know. You got to come with it. Like you got to come all the way
I feel you.
to for me to even come outside and do a date with you. Like you know what I mean. You got
feel
to
that.
effort.
What's an ideal date?
I mean, you could take me to like a dope, like really cool restaurant, like maybe private, like just to really get to know me at first. Cause I'm not with that whole like catching me outside with a man. I'm not trying to even be outside like that. So maybe just like a private little restaurant and just conversation.
I
That's
feel
where it all
like
starts.
they should pick you up in the jet.
Okay.
Go somewhere.
She got to take it to a whole nother level.
Tell me what I need.
Then you walk the dock, dinner on the yacht,
Yeah.
no paparazzi anywhere, flowers,
Yeah.
everything nice, champagne.
Aw.
Then drive back to the dock, plane wait in, go back home.
Is that
You've
too
been there
great for a
overnight.
first date?
I mean, I would be so
That's what you
impressed.
Listen, that's my
though.
favorite date.
Hey,
One
be-
time, this happened to
That's
me
my
in real
favorite
life.
date.
To you?
You'll end up with the Tinder swindler. What's his name?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Dani.
We slept over, definitely.
Did the guy have abs that did this?
Yes, he did.
He did.
He did.
Yeah, he had abs.
Yeah.
He still
He
has abs.
had his abs might have got better today.
What if he was with a guy who had fake abs?
Fake
I don't know.
abs.
His might have been fake abs.
You know, guys will do that.
Oh my God.
Does it matter to you? What if he has fake abs?
That's weird. Fake abs is like makeup and shit, right?
Nah,
No, they get lipo.
They get lipo
And they do the ab etching with the lipo.
I mean, if it looks real, it's all
Yeah,
good.
right.
It's all good.
That means you got
We're not
bread to
gonna
get
body
you some
shame
fake
him.
abs.
We do it like we
Yeah.
take care. Like I'm totally with if a man feel like see the guy with that
tweak it.
stomach.
because just like a woman, some men are just not born naturally with an athletic body.
What if he
type.
has a lace
So
front?
they could. That's a lot.
Come
on now.
Come on now.
Like, lace front.
The man lace.
Like, what if you're a man that's in
season
the
one?
gym all the time and you're the muscles are right?
It's just
but,
not happening.
You know, under the
Yeah.
abs, first you got to get rid of the fat to catch
Yeah.
the abs.
So you
know?
suck the fat out with
Right.
the lipo and
What if he has a fake beard like our
Okay.
producer Dan?
What's wrong?
Dan's beard. They've been trying to do
where
Dan's
is
beard all
he?
day.
Let's hear what
Dan's beard.
First I did not have that 2 days ago.
Dan came in here looking like a lumberjack today.
I was like, there's no way he just grew a beard in 2 days.
Like, I'm telling you,
Yeah, man, they be growing up. But right.
He's gonna kill us all. He's gonna
Dan
kill
gonna
us
get
all.
us, y'all.
But DaniLeigh, thank you so much. My side is out now. We had so much fun with you,
Yes.
honestly.
Me too.
And we appreciate you for coming through. This was like a great conversation.
It was.
But pick up this album.
Yeah.
And like I said, love the song that's dedicated to Valor.
Thank
I was just
She's
about to
crying.
say that. I was looking at your highlights, and my favorite highlight
It's my
is my boo. Because you know what's so crazy, like looking through it, and of course your life has been, you know what I'm saying, all of that. Like looking at that shows the growth, how happy she makes you. It like you seem at peace when you're with her. You play with her so much, and I feel like that's what you're hanging on to get the energy to be where you're at, and
it's
like
all-
keep that going.
Thank you.
Because at
It's
the
all
end of
for
the day, them babies
Right.
are blessings that
I
we ain't
know.
even imagine.
we didn't even expect or like,
Yeah.
they change you. It's
I
crazy.
feel like life totally changes after you give birth. Even when you're pregnant, you don't even realize. It's like after the baby's there, it's like, oh my God, I brought this human into the planet. Now I gotta make the planet a little better.
Yeah, let me change myself and really become facts.
And I can imagine with a girl too.
Yeah,
But
with a girl. That's why God gave me a girl.
Yeah,
To ground you.
That's
Absolutely.
one thing
And
God
Lord,
gives you.
next babies is on your face. Remember that, okay?
Right, because baby, I ain't popping nothing out. So God, I'm so sick of you guys with no kids all on me. Like, can I get a man with a kid?
You want a
It's
kid?
God.
You want a man with a kid?
The thing is,
It's good.
I
to,
attract a lot.
baby
You know, I'm
daddies.
38, but I really look, 23, 24,
You really do.
25.
You
You know what
really
I'm
do.
saying?
You
So
do.
they get it. And then they the most brolic is like, so?
Yeah.
I'm like, but don't you want kids? So?
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's gonna be different with me when you have a kid. Trust. I'm like, that's what they said.
She said, right.
I stick with my 2 boys, but I would love a girl if,
You have
and
2
not
boys.
about for me. You know, I got boys.
Yeah, you
so.
need a little mini you. That's my little.
I don't know about mini me. I'm gonna definitely
Yeah.
But I mean,
I wanted a daughter too. I'm like, damn, who am I gonna give all these purses
you know
to?
what I do.
Yeah.
But now
It's
I'm
cute
just
having
like,
a girl because you could dress her up and all that
Yeah.
stuff. I want a boy though too for sure.
And all your purses, like my baby's first Birkin at 16.
Well, guys
was
wear
a
purses
Harry-
now too, so it's
Yeah,
all
my
good.
son is
No,
not
my
wearing a
son
purse.
is not wearing a purse.
Not even a mammy.
If my son wanted to wear a purse, I
He'll
would
get
be
a cool
okay
little bag or
with it,
something.
But
But
my
your
son
son's
is
not
so
that kind of
boy.
kid.
He's so manly. He won't even use a pink pen.
So if you have a
Right.
guy,
He's
nice
like-
abs,
That's for
dope,
girls.
everything, and he has a man purse, you're not gonna be
Nah, I'm
attracted
buying
to
a
him.
purse. I'll be like, babe, can we switch?
No, she's
Can
talking
I
about a
use
man.
yours?
A man purse.
Yeah.
I'm saying a man. Everything you want. The
My
abs,
man, yeah.
6 packs, everything, and he show up
Yeah.
with a Prada man purse.
I love it. I love a guy
What's
with
wrong with a
style
man
and
purse?
fashion.
Where they supposed to put their stuff?
I don't mind
Right.
a man
No,
purse at all. I love it. That's the new style
Oh,
for
okay.
men.
I thought you guys were saying
And I'm
no.
telling
I'm like,
you,
guys,
when you
we're
go in
men.
the shop, they
It's
got
not
a
my
whole
son.
section
Section
of
for
men
men
purses.
purses.
It's not my son.
Yeah.
Little boy.
I'll be like, babe, I put your bag.
No, guys have needed Merces for a long time, so I'm glad.
Yes,
Right, they need something to hold on
The
to.
jeans got tighter and the purse got bigger.
The jeans,
smaller.
wait, but they've been a DM with the jeans just a little.
Not because
He can't have that many
guys
purse you
used to
had
have
earlier,
stuff in their
DaniLeigh.
pocket.
It's like this big.
I'm sorry, my son will get himself a little man purse when he gets to the
yeah,
age where
yeah.
he can want
Exactly.
it.
I
Like,
feel
I'm not about to buy
I feel
him
like
one.
16 and up.
Yeah, like he gonna
I'm
buy it
glad
for
that men
himself.
are
But
carrying
imagine
bags now
having
because
your
they
little
used to.
toddler running around with a
Sorry.
man purse, little toddler with the little Louis Vuitton Speedy.
Remember when guys in the hood used to carry the Crown Royal bags?
The Crown Royal bags.
Guys in the hood used to carry Crown Royal
Or even
bags.
a
And they used to
backpack,
carry
like,
like
yeah, I think that
duster
Mercedes-
bags with all they weed and
Yeah.
they blunts
They
and
did
their
a nice
money and
messenger
their
bag.
phones and shit. And now
Right.
they got messenger bags
Yeah.
and little book bags and little
Merces.
and little fannies and stuff. And it's cool. It's a step above
Mannies.
the Crown Royal, those little purple.
That was
Y'all
the
know what I'm
first
talking
man
about.
purse when the
Yeah.
pants
It's
got
called
tight.
man purse, or you said another word?
Same thing.
Merces?
Merce.
Yeah, like a man
Merce?
purse.
I've never heard that term. I've
Yeah, it's a
heard
merce.
Merce.
All right, well, lip service, DaniLeigh, thank you so much, girl.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks.